Good time zone chat. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Gauntlet day. Welcome. I have a nearly dead phone because I didn't get it charging last night. Here we go. I got it solved. I know. Hat's parent. No, that's not the right cord. I don't have it solved. The cords, they all look alike. I'm going to be right back and go plug my phone in. I need to kill a little time today anyway, because we're not really ready to get going until about 9:30, I think. I'll be right back. Man, you do one joke one time and you just get mileage out of it for the rest of time. Skeptical tinfoil hat, am I right? All right. Settle in here. Oh, it's been a week in a morning. I do have a little time to kill. I'm going to add a couple. Look, I was here at my desk, hour before showtime. Song all figured out, no problem. Ready to. All I was going to do was get Prof's final memes hooked up, get the song all laid out, go relax and enjoy the rest of my coffee. And instead, I found an email from TCG Player announcing a pricing change on an important aspect of the business that I do with them that I'm in midstream on. I don't know if Alexis is here yet. I haven't scrolled down. I think she actually might be the one. Like she might not be here yet, but I got to tell her, make sure she's seen it. I'm sure she'll have gotten the email too. But they're basically raising the prices on a program where they process cards for you. And I have like 8,000 plus cards with them and more going out with them, like ready to go. Like I'm figuring out how to pack it today. I've done the hard work, and they're announcing a price increase on the very feature that I'm in the middle of working with. And so it's a huge amount of money for me, actually, that this represents. And they're not saying today. They said, don't worry. Basically, it takes effect a month from now or whatever. But they didn't say everything we receive by this point in time will be the old pricing. They said everything we process after this point in time will be the new pricing. And and the thing is, they have such a backlog that it's not guaranteed that I'll even get processed before the new pricing kicks in. So I went into overdrive and pivoted from hooking up memes and getting my song sorted properly to reaching out to, starting the process of reaching out to TCG to get better assurances that rather than a line in the sand of their processing, that I can work with them on a special delivery here and say, look, because I actually am working with I'm working with one of their team members who pointed me to this program along with Alexis and said, like, do this. And so I'm even doing it at their direction. So anyway, That stressed me out. So I went from feeling like, for once, I was properly ahead of things to snafu. All good, though. It's been a very busy, stressful week in many ways, but it's also been a very productive week. So the stress, sometimes you get stressed out over stuff and the stress goes nowhere. It's just you've added stress to the universe and nothing's come of it. But at least a lot of my stress this week has produced results that I'm pleased with. So we'll see how everything goes. Anyway. Opening ramble. I'm going to say some quick hellos, and then we'll hook up a meme or two as we wait for the whole gang to show up for our gauntlet today. Tron stayed up too late playing Elden Ring. Is it ever too late to stay up playing a game? Not to Evening Guy. Those are my favorite Seinfeld bits. How you have Morning Guy and Evening Guy, and Morning Guy hates Evening Guy. Oh, Evening Guy's like, whatever. We'll keep playing. It's Morning Guy's problem, and Morning Guy's just like, Evening Guy, you screwed me again. Mortal enemies. Now Evening Guy for me is sleeping. Evening Guy has thrown in the towel. You'll get there too. It's weird. My self from my 20s, 30s, and even into my 40s would not know who I am right now. This guy who wakes up naturally at like 6:30 a.m. if the dog doesn't wake me. Who is this? Old man, take a look at my life. What's up, Gar? Welcome. Glad you like the song. Tron. Michael Kiwanuka is great. I kind of discovered him. I said 2019. I think I really kind of discovered that album in early 2020 after he'd already kind of toured for the album. So I missed his tour for that album, but I have him on my list to catch live next time he's around. My concert calendar is quite full. Got Jose Gonzalez coming up next week. That's, I think, the kicking off a busy March, and I may even try to add to March. I still haven't given up on going to Wet Leg, but the tickets, street price on the Wet Leg tickets are like $95 each right now, and well, they released a fifth song, so they have 5 songs. I've never paid $90 to see someone with 5 songs, but they might be the first. Greetings, Timber. What's up, Night Savior? What's up, Deep Thought? $39 months. That is a large number. That means that I've been doing it at least for that many months. Wow. Yeah, you can blah me, but to not much effect. We can play memes for fun, but it's not going to motivate me. Well, so I guess it'll be like every other blah redemption. Yeah. Is the feature worth the cost? It's a great question, because one of the points I made, I said to them, this feature has transformed the way I do business with you, and I'll continue to use it under the new price scheme, but I have decided which cards to pull and ship based on the old pricing scheme. Like, I have bagged and ready to go all of this work done based on the promise of the pricing presented. So I'm just saying, at least on the work I've done with a consultant from your business, a consultant from your company worked with me on the plan to do this thing. At least let me do this thing with the pricing agreed to. So I'll be surprised, because I'm sending them great stuff. They're going to make bank off me. they're the platform holders, and I'm sending them a lot of great cards for a lot of great value, and they should see that it's going to be well worth their while to process this collection on my behalf, because they're going to get seriously paid. At least that's the plan. What's up, Hammer? Yeah, the store link. Right now it's only going to show you sealed product, because the way TCG works with independent sellers like me is that you start on a track of selling individually and shipping individually yourself. Then you can switch to this program that I'm talking about. And in order to switch to this program, I've basically pulled my singles inventory, except for non-English singles, which they don't accept in this program. So the only thing I have listed on that link right now is sealed product and non-English singles, or photo listings. There may be one or two or something like that. But what I'll do is when all of this inventory that I'm shipping for them to process lands in that other program, I'll update my link, point you to that, and then you can see the full spectrum of the inventory I'm talking about. But right now it's all kind of midstream. But if you need sealed stuff, that link is good. And you can also, if you need sealed stuff, or even if you need singles, I might still have some on hand. You can always ping me on Discord, and we can see what we can work out there. Right, Tron, and they very deliberately, Tron says, I think that they should have a date that everything being received after this date will be the new cost. That would be the classic and obviously fair way to do it. If they did that, I wouldn't even be writing them. I would just be meeting that deadline. But since they are very sneakily not doing that, and I understand why, like they're just giving themselves the room, especially because if they get slammed, but hey, that's got to be good anyway. I mean, they've been doing it for years under this price structure, and it's been working for them. They just want to get more out of it, which I understand, because it's a great deal. They've really jacked the prices though. Like, this is gonna I don't know how much I guess I got weeds to get into, since we're trying to get to draft time anyway, but basically, on cards worth $5 or more, they didn't charge you to process those at all. So if you had a card worth anything worth market price of $5 or more, you could throw in and know that it was effectively free. Like that you didn't even need to think about it. You didn't even need to do any math of what is my profit on this card if I send this in. You just get to send it in, and they've gone from free to 10 cents per $5 card. And when you're sending your entire inventory from what would be a largish brick and mortar, if I had one, it adds up. Good news for me, that adds up. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice if we had jobs auto-matched to our sleep clocks. Yeah, that's a great call, Sonic Youth, Wet Leg. Certainly the vocal style that Nico, not Nico Case, but Velvet Underground and Nico kind of deadpan, non-native English speaker speaking English in a or I don't know. There's an accent to it that's really sexy, but also cold as hell. I don't know. I love it. Not that Sonic Youth is not an English speaker. You know what I mean, though. There's something to it. Hey, Hemi. honestly, at a 55 to 60% win rate, you are honestly getting so close on the value front that you should do what you enjoy more. If you get your rank really high up, you're going to start to be pressured. Your win rate is going to be pushed down. But if you're multi-accounting, if you're that concerned about value in your drafting, you should be multi-accounting and then do a best of one on one account and a best of three on the other. And then you won't care about that difference. If you're multi-accounting, you make up so much more than the difference between the exact EV between best of one or best of three that the question starts to become moot, which is great. Non-US citizen, you get 30% of your arena prize money cut. I don't know how to dodge the tax man. Slove says, just play seal. I hope you're kidding, Slove, because it's actually the worst EV sealed is unless you heavily value packs at the start of a format. If you're willing to pay full price in the store for booster packs at the opening of a format, then sure, you might as well play sealed. But I am not someone who ever buys packs. If you're not someone who ever buys packs in the store, then sealed is never really the value place for you. Oh, Thor, I was being flippant and just saying, if you can't decide whether to do this or that, do both. But if you like best of one more, do best of one on both accounts. Point is, I'm saying once you start multi-accounting, you make up these EV gaps so heavily that you can start to just do what you feel is the most fun and not worry about the slight value difference between outcomes in best of one versus best of three. Yeah, if I did know how to evade taxes, I would also say I don't know how to evade taxes. So the answer is always no, I do not know how to evade taxes. But I really don't. I'm sure if you told me I needed to study that game and figure out how to do it really well, I could probably learn, but I don't know that game. I just try to put the right numbers down. I'm a sucker. They love me. The coffee's almost at the bottom. We're probably close to getting going. Rob Loblaw with the testimonial, unsolicited, but it just totally works. You get some good sealed runs. I mean, obviously sample size is nothing we can work with there, but if it was demonstrable that the competition was super soft and sealed and your consistent win rate was way high, sure, but it tends to be pretty unrealistic to get the split in win rates between different formats to actually impact that choice. Hey, good job, Garrett. We also had Suryana win 1K around here. I haven't heard of any other locals picking up some cash from last weekend, but good to hear that we at least have a couple. And there's Alexis. Welcome, Alexis. Yeah. Well, all I said, yeah, I'm sure it's just like it's a huge price increase, right? And I am in the middle of a huge push to them, Alexis, and I've already done my polls. I have a bunch of stuff in progress, and they're not giving me a deadline of like, if stuff arrives by here, old price. If it arrives after, new price. They're saying if we process by here, new price, and it's like, you all told me to do this. Can you? I want some assurances. I'm sending you massive, high value, good stuff inventory through a plan I worked out with via a consultant on your team who pointed me to this pricing. I just want assurances that that this thing I'm doing, this encapsulated push, yeah. Oh, I have, and that's the thing. Like, for me, it's not a holy crap, I have to drop everything and do this. I've already been doing it. I have about, I think right now in-house about 8,000 cards, at least 50 cents or more, in team bags. They just need packing and going. So I am going to get ahead of the rush that's going to be happening right now. But I'm actually, I'm a little stressed. Like, yeah, you got it, Rob, because I want to get going so that I can get my shipments out the door to TCG Player today. But I also, Alexis, I did reach out to them. I think they owe me some assurances that this thing I'm doing with their blessing and support and direction is adhered to on pricing. Anyway, so I must apologize yet again to Prof Wright, who has here's what I'm going to do. This is my little compromise. I utterly failed to get Prof's memes in, the new ones. That was my plan this morning, and instead of the Prof meme plan, I went with the frantic composition of email to TCG Player plan. But before I'm going to honor the blah, blah, blah. Let's do that. And then I'm going to show you the new memes as a thank you to Prof and an apology to you all for not having them in. And then we'll get going, okay? So first, let's do... I'm not sure which one you did. I'm going to do the remix.
Oh my God. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. Operation blah, blah, blah.
And now we're going to do a quick debut of the ones I don't have loaded yet. Let's see. I'm going to detail this. Oops, list. This is fine. I'm going to go left monitor. I can't, let's see. We did this. Did I do this one? Let's see.
I've made some empty promises in my life, but hands down, that was the most generous.
What a line. We've done that one. We've done that one. Do this one?
You have the right to remain silent.
I choose to waive that right.
I think we have that one in, actually.
I just want to live in a glass box alone. That's all I want. Your tank!
Nice. Okay, we've got battery in. This one is new. Hotshot Pilots. I think this one, is this one in?
Trust me. Trust me.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
I think that one's in too, but I'm just rolling through them now to celebrate the awesomeness. All right, this one.
I say I'm gonna get high.
Nice. Gonna get high, get it? Gonna get high. Not like the drugs. You're gonna fly. All right. Hooray, memes. Thank you, Prof. And if I played somebody's memes that's not Prof, thank you. I kind of just did a run through of some of the memes there. Now, I get my info from Hat here, and we'll get on it. Thank you all. Appreciate the competitors, especially your time. I know you get to play Magic and that's fun and everything, but I ask a bunch of people to sit around waiting for their turn, putting up with my content in the meantime. So much appreciated to every competitor joining in today. Good luck. Timber, Papa Get, DT76, Lionbug, Alexis, Tron, and Night Savior are your people's champions today. Just started to listen to the LR archetype breakdown show, but I haven't even really just got even to the beginning. I'm not sure what their thoughts are on everything right now. But I found it to be, I just get to look for open color pairs, which I love. I love it when the dust settles and that's where we're at. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not where the dust is settled and there's something I'm supposed to avoid. But I think have pretty consistent fun. So let's get on it. Hop over. Thank my sponsor. Card Kingdom still putting up with me even though I'm streaming less than I was before and failing my YouTube friends like nobody's business. Card Kingdom still sticking by me, and I appreciate that. I honestly, if I'm honest with my decisions regarding how I'm approaching streaming and everything, I don't expect to have a full sponsorship with Card Kingdom too much longer because I'm not earning it anymore. I'm not putting in the time here, but it doesn't mean that they are not worth your business and worth supporting and worth doing from my affiliate links. I would love to go out with a bang. And as we restructure what my sponsorship looks like to something fairer, I'm kind of taking advantage of them right now. They're paying me a sponsorship fee that's really generous given the amount of traffic I'm sending to them. So it's almost like, as a favor to me, can you thank Card Kingdom with me for their support of me? Because right now I'm a loss leader of sorts for them. I'm not really making them money, and they're doing it as a thank you to me. So as a thank you to them, I would love it if you'd give them your continued support via my affiliate links. It would mean a lot to me. Because their support has meant a lot to me. Thanks, Card Kingdom, and thanks everybody who's done that. Appreciate it. Yeah, let's go in. Yeah, if they hate red, good. I'm too dumb. I still like red, so maybe I'll end up drafting red today. There you go. There's a false flag for the competitors. Alexis is guaranteed to draft some ugly today because she's named Alexis Jankson in the chat here. So. That's my expectation. You got to live up to your name. Beat me with some jank instead. All right. Show me a red mythic bomb. I've heard that red is the least winning color, and that probably means LR doesn't love it. Okay, interesting. Surge Hacker Mech. We got the 4-mana Lightning Bolt. Or not, sorry, not. This is a very important distinction. A baseline 4-mana Shock that can crew 4 into a 5/5 Menace. I don't love the vehicle plan as a sweet. I get to get into the vehicle deck. But you could take it knowing that it does generally go into any deck as a medium removal spell. It's like, think of this as like this C+, maybe. Maybe it's just even a C, but it's a C that makes literally every deck. And then, I was going to mention this. This is more of a cool build around. I think I will start here. This does not go into any deck because you don't throw this into your deck with just a handful of artifacts. But the artifact theme is very well supported, and could be a place to go. It like is a very, very viable build around here. I also like the Reckoner raid quite a bit. Malfunction, less so. Do we have any pure removal spells to compete? Not really. If there was some of the premium common removal were here, I would take a look at it. But we're up here in uncommon and rare row. This saga is common, right? Yeah. It's still this is the only common I'm considering. It's not a 4-mana shock. A 4-mana shock that crews into a 5/5 menace is a C. Yes, it absolutely is. If you don't think a shock that leaves behind a 5/5 menace that you can crew, that's real. That what it leaves behind is real. A 4-mana shock is like a D+. But it's still not nothing. And where am I? Oh yeah, I'll take the automaton. Let's go ahead and take that and see if we build around that. But no need to force it. All right, interesting. Black rare left in the pack. 3 uncommons still in the pack. One of them is a saga. If it's one of those sets where it has to have a, I don't know how the collation works with that, whether we know a common was taken or not. But it's Biting Palm Ninja versus Twisted Embrace. Very good removal, premium removal versus what amounts to, like, if not killed immediately, a 2-for-1. I think I'm willing to take the two. I think you go for the 2-for-1 over the premium removal. Sling does go well with the first pick, but if we end up with in red artifacts, we're going to wheel that. Like, Simian Sling is what you get as a reward for leaning into that archetype on the wheel. You don't take it. You're not looking to take that second. You take one of these. And I am going to go for the rare. It can get blown out, but for the format, I would argue that it is premium. I mean, this is limited. We have the removal at common that we have, and that is among the best of them. I hear you, though. Watch out. Don't play that into a ton of open mana, right? Invoke Calamity. Well, how much do we like red? I don't think I like it enough there. In fact, if I took a red card, I'd probably take the Synthesizer. Naturalist is we're not really there yet. You take Befriending the Moths, because we did pass the white-black uncommon that might wheel if nobody else gets into the pair. I need to pop out chat here. I feel like I'm somewhat plugged in, but not fully. Give me one moment. There we go. That's better. What do we got? What do we got? I got 40 seconds. Okay. Synthesizer, another one that I would hope to wheel if we do the automaton thing, although it's good. If we're red, it's just that it's red and we're going to... I think there's better stuff here. Naturalist to stay open, says Mike. Disruptor to support ninjas is interesting too. This is interesting. I don't know what to take, and here I am out of time. Yeah, I'm going to take the Naturalist. I'll pivot to that if the table wants to give it to me. Let's see. Let's just take best cards and stay open. But tough to pass stuff that works with where I've started here, to be honest. Nothing leaps out at me here. Anything jumping out at anyone? This feels like a weakish pack. Wow. Yeah, authority could work with naturalist and the black-white deck that we might end up with. It's not nearly the best card here, but it might be the best glue card. Blade Blesser. I guess if I'm thinking we might be in the white-black lane, we should take the Blade Blesser over the authority, right? If this is effectively a white-black card, but it's the reason I'd be taking it is because it could be a white-green card. But let's take the Blade Blesser. I think the naturalist is a long shot, or more of a long shot hedge. And I think I'm really interested if that white-black uncommon comes around. If nobody at the table's in white-black, it could be a nice lane to land in. A little rough throat today. I don't know, maybe we should take a test. I don't know where I would have got. I took a COVID test for the first time to visit my parents for brunch on Sunday, and I did not have COVID as of Sunday. I've just got a little rough throat today. Modern Age still here. If we're taking best cards, we could just do that, especially if we ninjutsuing that back is some fun. Geothermal Kami is a naturalist pick. If we want to support that pick. Let's take the Modern Age over Kami, I think is the pick here. Season of Renewal, fine in this deck also. I've found Recovery Unit to be solid. But we have a Ninja, and Modern Age goes great with that. So we're looking, even though we only have 2 black cards right now, yeah, I should actually just not even try to, I'm going to stay open. We could still end up a lot of different places from here, depending on what we see from the next packs. This is the white-black, best supported in white-black card. But even then, it's expensive. You play 4 mana tricks. That's asking for a lot. Sphere could work with Modern Age and Automaton, and even the ninjas. We could lean towards the blue-black plan. You like the Iron Apprentice? Yeah, Terrarium is interesting. This goes in anything, helps with anything. I suppose Iron Apprentice can help with a ninja deck too. Anybody gotten any work done out of Reality Heist? That's interesting. Ninja feels pretty open here. Kami and Shadow Walker aren't great, but they're pretty good. I guess I took that. It was pretty safe as observed, but I am feeling a little out of sorts here. I don't know where I'm headed now. Synthesizer, we've passed a couple. We could finally take one or just take a tempered. I kind of want, at this point, I think Synthesizer is pretty tempting. The red is kind of flowing. This is maybe even better, but pulling into red-black artifacts makes me want the Synthesizer more. Companion. Yeah, Searchlight Companion is solid with ninjas, it's true. And it's solid with artifacts. So that could be a goes in any of our strategies type pick. That's fair. Maybe that is the most open. And we're kind of seeding the red lane a bit if we do that. Yeah, Puzzle Maker is good with ninjas too. I suppose if we're taking a ninja pick, we could take the Puzzle Maker. But I like the observation that Companion goes broadly with what we're doing now. It's not amazing, but it goes broadly with what we're doing. And then I like a Virus Beetle here, which also goes broadly with what we're doing. Ninja's Kunai, also nice, but Beetle, if we can do the ninjutsu thing, is nice. You don't often get this through for the ninjutsu, but sometimes you do, and that's pretty good. It's just good, right? And then if you ninjutsu it, even better. And it's an artifact. This is interesting. So we're kind of locked into black, and we're kind of locked into doing something with artifacts. I want to play this patchwork automaton. I think we're close to there, you know, with already. And it's funny. I almost think it almost feels like this is more likely a white black deck, but it depends. Again, let's see what the wheels bring here. I think it's we can still be black red, black blue, or black white, depending on wheels. And I think the only thing we're not possibly is black green. Familiar, pretty darn good to still be here. Boar is as well. Although Boar more within expectation to be there, and with the modern age being one of the you like Centipede? Yeah, I've been up and down on this card. I don't know. It's certainly fine, but I think Familiar is. No, it's not though. That's JC. That's where I've been up and down on it. That's what I convinced myself of, that it's a 4/2 artifact. Then I found myself blocking with it and was like, you know what? This ain't a 4/2 artifact. So I'm taking. I don't care if the extra abilities. I don't like. This is fine. I don't care if it's non-synergistic with a bunch of stuff. I think this is good, and I take it for that. And then we get a puzzle maker or a kami. I think these are going to come pretty easily. We take the puzzle maker here, and and kind of lock into this blue lane. Oh boy. Ryan plays ninjutsu. Good thing we're on best of one. I think this is my final sip of coffee for the morning. Oh, look at it. See, the synthesizer's still here to tease me, though. But then we get a Trespassers that I think we just have to commit to. Could have done the red lane, it seems. Hemi still wants to, but Hemi... we should just take the blue card. I hear you. This lane could have been, but we're not there now. I don't think we're playing this, but we'll take the blue card and send signals. It's too bad. Maybe I should have leaned harder into red, knowing the temperature of conventional wisdom, because we certainly had a nice lane there, but we picked up a 5th pick modern age in a ninjutsu start. I think that was not a mistake to lean into this, right? Is this playable? I think I like it over Short Circuit number 1, honestly. In blue, black, I really expect to get my removal from black, but maybe I'm being greedy. I also expect to get the bouncers. Oh, this is nice. Last pick, effectively, Kami. Aurora doesn't think it matters. You're probably right. Although which is to say, if I ran out of playables, I would rather run this than the other one. So, but I think you're right. We can even cut it now with hopes. Hey, on-color Planeswalker, are you going to be awesome? Tez, Betrayer of the Flesh, or are you going to be too narrow? I don't know this card. So 2 blue, 4 Loyalty Planeswalker. The first activated ability of an artifact you activate each turn costs 2 less to activate. That's great for our Hexproof 2-drop. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact card. Okay, so great. Of course, I should have known Tez's artifact, historically artifact synergistic, so a good one for us. Target artifact becomes an artifact creature. If it isn't a vehicle, gotcha. Make 4/4 artifacts. Great. Get on the team, Tez. Maybe can we wheel the modern age? Probably not. Oh, sniper. I didn't even see the sniper because I locked into the to the on color rare. More teasings for the red lane that could have been. Maybe blue red was actually the lane that, you know, maybe my problem is I clung to this ninja, and if I had opened myself up to the notion of a blue red artifacts deck, we would be even in better shape. Infiltrator for the ninja deck. Kind of sad, but I guess it's the best card for us here. Maybe a puzzle maker, but that probably wheels. The other one did. And there's really nothing else, right? Let's take it. It is what it is at this point. Not playing the Naturalist. Maybe not playing the Terrarium. Ninjutsu doesn't love modifications much since it's... oops. Oh well. Since it's often picking its creatures back up. What lane do you think we should be thinking about? That potentially the red-blue one? Maybe it's not. We'll keep an eye on that. That's fair. I didn't see anything, like, I'm not doing it for the Samurai or the Kami of Industry. And I think the blue, even if we were like pack one, yeah, let's remember and do red-blue, we would still take the Planeswalker. So far, the possibility of keeping that red-blue lane open in our potentiality it's not dead. That's still on the table. Yeah, what would have to come? Because we got the ninja is great, and now we've picked up the beetle and the infiltrator for nice twos. It would take a lot, but if it takes something in the rare uncommon slot, like, I mean, the smelter is an interesting pick, but then we just get hookups with what we're doing. Maybe is nobody else doing the automaton? What if we wield the automaton? That would be amazing. You say more automatons. How do we pass this saga, though? I guess automaton is the one that does keep us open to the blue-red deck, even. But the saga has been so good. I'm gonna go with the saga, but we'll see. I don't think this wheels, but hey, we can cross fingers, and if it doesn't, we're very likely to get either the familiar or the ambusher. So we're gonna wheel something here. I mean, absolute worst case, like, we'd probably get a clawing torment. I don't know if that makes the deck, though. But if we get a automaton, ambusher, or familiar back out of this pack, and it's, you know, that would be amazing. Another one, remember, if we can manage to ninjutsu this back, is crazy good. Because usually if you're doing that, then you're actually doing the +2/+2 on your flyers and whatnot. All right. The Uprising, interesting card. I think it's a good finisher for the aggro red-white deck. But what are we doing? Another Terrarium, Unforgiven one. Oh, Disruptor. I didn't quite catch my eye, but Disruptor is pretty obvious. Take that, snap it up. It's exactly what we want, really. Although what we really want is more ninjas now. Let's get some ninjutsu going. There's the anvil that could have made our red-black deck sing. But picking off 1-drops, I find pretty good. And what else would we be doing? Sky Swimmer. I don't think we're splashing here. No, and I love the anvil, but no. It's either the shrine or the Sky Swimmer. Sky Swimmer maybe fits the aggressive nature of the deck a little better, but yeah, I certainly don't mind having like a Death Toucher in the deck to be a big thing on the ground, because we haven't picked up the good removal. We're only pack 2, so we still have a long way to go. It is kind of bad on its own, but it's only kind of. I mean, again, a baseline 4-mana Death Toucher is, you know, D+. It's not great, no, but it has 2 power, and it kills anything on combat on the ground. And then, if it's DD+ as it is, then this extra ability of pay a mana to kill 1 toughness creatures, I think that's pretty reasonable, really. But yeah, but it also can double with the shrine. But I'm going to go Sky Swimmer. I think that's where I'm at. Let's. The ninja deck is actually pretty aggressive. Let's get aggro. Let's get up in the air, and let's get modern. Oh, this is less aggro on turn 2, but we'll take it. I've got the secret I've been hiding under my skin. We're just talking about that song, and it came up on Shuffle Play like the next day on my huge playlist. Hey Jim, good time zone to you. Good to see you. I've been crazy busy too. I feel you. YouTube friends, if you ever see this, I'm so sorry. I've let you down so badly lately, but life has insisted on these priorities, and I apologize. That's true. Or if the Black Shrine gets a second piece of the puzzle, when you start killing a 2-drop a turn, whoo. Well, here would have been a reward for the red-blue lane. I do. I'm curious how that draft is going for Alt Universe Ryan. We can take a Sphere as just value pick. Got some, but it's generally not how we're trying to find our value. Yeah, we can just finally accept the Centipede, which I like a little better than the Artificer here. Not like we're ramping to anything at 4. So yes, we have a lot of artifacts to cast, but it's not to what, you know, we're not ramping very effectively, so forget that. Energy Blade is just a meme, right? It's not, this is not good. So Centipede, and then a little bit of Wistful Sadness, or are we? Yeah, see, I just think the black is too deep, but it's, I'm still tempted to take the Mechanaut. And yeah, I'm with you. I want Sphere. I just don't like the Centipede. I'm off it. It's failed me too much. I gotta take a Sky Swimmer here over it. You keep trying. I'm off it over in that pick, but I'll take it if I have to. But it's not where I want to be with the artifact synergies. I'll get this on a flyer, and it's not the worst, but it's so, yeah, I don't know. Look at the red. Koi, good enough. And we're not even heavy at 4 plus, so what's going on here? These Essence Capture, interesting. Puzzle Maker, kind of on plan and in a reasonable spot on the curve. But Essence Capture, interaction that we could use. I think we're going to have our shots at more Puzzle Makers. I'm going to take the uncommon interaction. Any thought to malfunction? I should probably give it thought, but I'm so used to those cards not ever being playable for me because they do too much damage to my own stuff, and we're not best of 3. So I didn't look closely, but maybe I should have. Here, we're battling in pod. I'm going to deny the green drafter ramp. Hey, Scullies, welcome back. Good to see you. Well, if interaction is all going to ninjutsu, we got problems because right now we've got Biting Palm Ninja and ... question mark meme. Smelter. Take Smelter. On principle. Yeah, now I kind of wish I was red-blue. I think that might have been the most powerful place for us to land, although that anvil says maybe red-black, but red certainly here. I don't think safekeeping is very good. But I suppose it's maybe better against our deck. But again, right now I don't have that much interaction anyway. I should have taken the Torment there. I think, because I was sitting here talking about Cultivation, I just took it, but the Torment was fine. Sphere, late. Yeah, maybe I'll put it in and we'll consider all options here. Maybe we'll do a Wild Grixis Artifacts deck. How about that? All in on Wild Grixis Artifacts. Oh, we didn't wheel anything great, did we? Weren't we looking for a wheel somewhere there and then, like, we got nothing? Okay. Well, a lot of Grixis stuff here to choose from. None of it super cha-chingy. What's this thing? 3 charge, remove, draw a card. If there are no treasure token. Crew 3. Yeah, I guess we take that. I've never played it or seen it played before. I think I read it correctly, but chat says it's okay. Here we go. Assassin's Ink is the removal we're looking for. That's some interaction. Can we wheel another beetle? That would be sweet, but I'm taking this ink. I think we're still likely just black-blue ninjutsu-ish. Yeah, we still got a pack to go, right? We're fine. That's why it's like why I was even entertaining Grixis machines is because we do have some time here. Like we take Flare. But here's an actual ninjutsu creature. You take that. I think we should. If we can ninjutsu this in on 2. Right now we really only have the Disruptor on 1. But I'm going to take it. See if we can get another Disruptor before the pack is out. My curve is all messed up. There we go. Another familiar, I guess. Not a lot here for us. Kami of Restless Shadows. Maybe another one of these for the top end is fine. But it's got to be one of these two, right? Well, it gets a ninja or rogue, and I'm sure some of these are rogues if they're not ninjas. Like this is a ninja, but that's why I was leaning familiar anyway. It doesn't need us to have any specific ninja count. Moon Snare Specialist is going to be our pick over Modern Age number 3 because we need to get some of this action. You want to do Kami War? That's cute. The 5-drop. What are we talking about? I don't know what 5-drop you're referring to, Jim. But I'm in for the specialist here. Oh, you mean this one? Yeah. Virus Beetle, sure. Containment Construct, though. This is also real. I don't know how much rummaging we're doing exactly, but probably just want the Beetle, though. Yeah, we do have Modern Age. True, we have 2 of them, right? All right, with the 2 Modern Ages, we'll take the Construct. Good point. Would love another Beetle, though. There's a chance we're wheeling one from earlier in the pack. And the Koi, yeah. A couple Kois, couple Modern Age. So yeah, good call. Tezzeret also discards. Yeah, the automaton, is that what you mean? For more, or are you looking for more rummaging? Ugly pack here. Unless we're looking to splash, there's nothing. So now I'm looking to deny. All right, the sphere channel's got it. I was forgetting the discard part of channel. Splash prototype could be interesting, but I'm off the splash. Our deck's good enough. I'm just going to deny the Tanuki to somebody. And maybe the flare here over short circuit. I just don't think we're playing short circuit. It's not going to make the cut. With not looking to splash, I'm not looking to terrarium. So I'm going to take the flare as another counter draft. Or if we wanted to splash a little red, we could think about it. But at this point, I think we have a deck and we're just either looking for upgrades or denying Oppo's stuff. Yeah, I don't remember what the Bank Buster does, though. Companion. Uncharted Haven could help with any splashing we're considering. But again, if you look at the deck, we don't need to splash, and I'm not going to try to force a splash just for any of this stuff. I mean, there's some good things here, but nothing that we need to do. But even just getting some fixing for blue-black could be nice. So given, yeah, Koi number 3 is probably the pick. But there's an argument to just get some fixing for the deck overall. And we have 2 of these already. I think with the quality of cards in our deck right now, that we have a playable deck, I'm going to take the fixing. Let's cast our spells, huh? And here we get a Koi anyway. See? I like that over the Trespassers, even though we got some artifact type action going on here. Let's just get another flyer. We have a terrarium if we want. I don't need another. Put that in. Icicle at 2. That's right. Chance them over there. Could get another sphere for that interaction. There's the operative, but I don't like it. I guess it's a 3-4 for 4, which is not the absolute worst. And I guess I don't need another sphere. I'll take it to have more. Oh, let's just take the kunai, huh? I kind of didn't even. Let's just take the kunai. It's legit. Especially that pick 11. We'll take it. And again, I'm just going to deny combat trick to white as a viable decision. Yeah, we're pretty removal light too. I like the deck though. We get to make cuts. Got some powerful top end. I generally don't. I consider them that 16.5 land. Oh, Iron Apprentice is a decent pickup here. We'll take that and probably run it. So I would not play 15 lands and a terrarium or 15 lands and a white samurai, but a terrarium or a white land cycle samurai both make me feel much better about running 16. I love 16 lands and one of those 2-mana searchers. That's a great mana base for best of 1, I think. You got Jank in the tank? That name is taken, I'm sorry. I'm cutting the land not because we're not going to run it, but because I want to see the actual spells I'm considering here. Well, hold my beer, Alexis. Hold my beer. Alexis and I both believe in the delta between expectations and reality defining one's happiness, and therefore I see both of us often deploying the pregame pessimism. You're gonna crush me. I'm done for. It's good. It's a way to not have this game tilt you. Let me tell you, Alexis is gonna just absolutely slaughter me. I'm telling you right now. And then total white men can't jump moment. Either that happens and I'm right, or oh my god, I beat the amazing Alexis. Right? Win-win either way, as long as you are nice and pessimistic early. This is probably going to be like a 3, but here, I'm confused about my curve because I killed one of these columns and it threw off all of my stuff. Okay. Anyway, 30 cards, cutting a couple. I think I don't run a terrarium here. Maybe I need to build this the reverse style. I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to go with putting in the obvious stuff and then filling it out. Disruptor is obvious. I think the kunai is obvious because of our removal situation. I think the apprentice is very likely, but that's going to be one that I leave for consideration. I think definitely an infiltrator, definitely a beetle. We're doing the containment and the automaton, and of course we want our modern ages. Of course we want our life of Toshiro. And then how many spheres, familiars? We want the bank buster. We're going to give that a try. We're not splashing the anvil. Don't want the planar incision. And not splashing the commies. I would imagine we're running at least one each of these. I'm going to do that, and then we'll leave the pair behind for consideration. I think we want a puzzle maker in the 3 slot. We're definitely playing our ninja. We're definitely playing this ninja. I'm not sure we got there on Blade Blesser, although we only need an artifact for it to be a 3/2 Death Toucher. And maybe just a 3/2 Death Toucher that is worth it. But I think I'm going to leave it here for now for consideration to add. Companion, I think, is in because of the artifact ninja double duty. Pursuit will be a consideration. The cultivations will not. Specialist is must play. At least 2 swimmers are must play. Our Planeswalker is. Our hard removal is. Kami probably good enough, but I'll even leave that out for now. Trespassers probably good enough, but I'm leaving that out for now. So now we have, I think these are our 21 must plays. And now we're looking to fill out 3 of these cards. We want 3 from down here, so give me your nominees on filling out this deck. What do we need most? We're pretty darn good at 2, so I'm not feeling the pressure to include a familiar number 2 on curve considerations, but it is a good 2-drop 2/1. Godanmore likes Blade Blesser, Sphere, and Kami of Shadows. That's 1 package nominated. That's 2 for Blade Blesser. We are pretty slight at 3 on the curve, so that's a good argument for the Blade Blesser. All right, I'll add that. And then Essence Capture is appealing to me, although the double blue is serious business. So maybe, but boy, if we can get a creature lead, if we dump creatures a little early and then back it up with a capture. But yeah, the containment construct argument is a good one, and this is a very flexible card. The discard for the 1 mana mode makes this a hard card not to play when it's so synergistic with everything else. So yeah, I agree with you. Let's add that. And then we're down to final card. And I will pull this one. Give me your nominees. Let's do a 40-second poll on, I'm going to go Koi if you want a 3rd swimmer. Capture if you want the Essence Capture. Familiar if you want the 2nd familiar. Iron for Iron Apprentice. And then Kami for returning the Kami returner. I'm not going to put Trespassers. I just don't think it's the list. Oh, you want Planar Incision on the consideration list? Sure. And I'll put Planar on the list too. A lot of stuff here. Not going to go 17th land. This is not to me a 17th land, a 17 land deck in best of 1, topping at 4. Even though we hope to be doing stuff, and modern ages do justify that. I hear you. I'm just going to be greedy though. I'm just saying, nah, I'm not going to. Even though Mike might be right, I'm going to be greedy. Fill me out with a spell here, and we'll get on it. If you want to be team chat, just don't vote. Don't. I don't have enough of a voting base to withstand chat trolls on Gauntlet Day. So only vote if you're being earnest about your opinions. A lot of support for the Kami. Just get a little 2-for-1 action. I can see that. Like, if we want to see our, I don't know if it does our creature type count. Doesn't look like it. So can't quite see from this view what our rogue ninja count is, but you don't need that many for a 5-drop to pick something up. So we'll do that and add our Haven. And do like so. do a simple export so it doesn't, so it's not so hard for Arena. Maintenance soon. Do I need to, are we over it, through it, before it? I don't know. But for now, I'll plow ahead with some audio. And you all, here we go. Get crafty. And something about artifacts and ninjutsu. We're like bouncing machines. Believe we have lotus sleeves redeemed for Mama. Forever reminding me of my 1 in 6 effort. And then I believe Tron has Mirage Lands. Are we not on the right? It says limited. It's funny. I need to fix that bug. I'm thinking limited decks should not be suggested to have 23 lands. That's just, oops, my idea. Maybe I should add the right direction here. All right, that looks good. I like it. Unbreaking what you rebroke. Oh, software development. All right, let me check my list. Timber's up first. Timber ho, here we go. Come on, work. Looks like maybe we're not getting there. I'm going to try to restart. I bet Timber is doing the same. I'm going to do an admin restart in case they've got some patch all the way in. Yeah, quick, let's get our friend challenges in before the whole system breaks. Oh my god, I know what I'm doing the rest of the day and probably the weekend. I am slamming cards into team bags and getting them to the East Coast ASAP. Should just get on a plane with them. It might actually be, the value might be there. No, we're not doing this. Still got to finish that dumb draft. I drafted that with y'all like a week ago now. It works again. At least the voodoo works every time. All right, on the play. Perfect mana. We've got life and sphere for turn 2. I don't love to play life without killing something. Maybe Timber will have a hot start and play us a 1/1. That would be sweet. That's the dream here. We're going to keep... we've got the double blue right in hand, so we're going to make this an island, effectively, or make it have blue. And cross fingers that Timber gives us a target for this life. That would be chef's kiss. Nope, no such luck there. I do kind of like getting it going as a creature, though, and getting it set up to potentially flip for ninjutsu. So I am just going to run it out, gain a little life, and tell Timber that he can't play a 1 toughness creature. Oh, sorry, yeah, let me get to the right scene, too.
Last night a DJ saved my life.
Was that just one free meme? Just want to make sure I don't have multiples to turn off. Yeah, bummer that our only play for 3 is a sphere, but we'll take it. And I'm just going to play it out. I mean, I suppose I could cycle it here, draw a card. Yeah, that's worth it. No pressure on us. Might as well go for max value. Yeah, into a 4/4. That's good. I wasn't even really... in my head, I was just going to draw cards with my sweet Planeswalker, but yeah. 4/4, but we do have to keep in mind that recovery unit would then threaten this. Can't flash this in. But we can make the 4/4 and then just leave it back. We have a blocker, but it's a chump. You ready to just chump the... You want to chump this to prevent? Oh, does it get... I was just saying... I'm going to make it a 4/4. The question was whether to attack with it. And I was just saying, maybe make it a 4/4 and leave it back. Right, that was the question. Merely asking myself the question of whether we attack with a 4/4.
Belongs in the hands of those who take it. My toys will keep you busy.
Yeah, I'm going to say no attacks to be as safe as possible. Then we get Tez into Disruptor pitching the swamp. That's great. Or sorry, not Tez. We get Koi into Disruptor pitching a swamp. All right. That was real, but so is this play. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's start with the draw. We're going to do this, right? It's a little conservative, Jim, but if you make a conservative play that you feel like almost guarantees you a win, that's when I make that type of play. So anyway, I'm going to do this here. And we can discard an artifact. What about discarding the Puzzle Maker or the Kunai? I think this is the least important. We got a lot of other stuff to do, right? So let's ditch the Puzzle Maker. And then... do this. Let's see. 3 mana, currently without a 4th. Can't play the mech if we have this going. We can shrink this if we want. Anyway, I think we just get rid of the Narika. Oh, that pilot does get the mech going. That's true. Maybe we let them play this and be like, just kill it. That's fair. Let's... This is a crew 2. I guess either of these get it going though, but we can kill this with our both of these pilots do it, right? So it doesn't really matter. But this ace, so we could take the ace or the Yamazaki. You don't think it was removing it right away was worth it? I thought so. I'm happy to take their next play out. I like not letting them, not doing this. I definitely want to take their next play out. Can get the cheap stuff back. True. Let's just take. I think the correct play is the Narika. And then they know this is coming. But we can go Disruptor Kunai, or we can just do Life. Yeah, I'm kind of on Disruptor Kunai here. Because it does represent chump blocking if we need it. And then again, keeping this thing alive is just going to be so valuable. And we didn't give him any value for that. So, and we could have... This was Exile, right? So it could have been anything. In fact, maybe we should have exiled the 2-drop because then they can never get it back. Anyway, this is interesting and fine. Why is this... Why are we paused? I'm just wondering why it's giving us a pause. But that's hindsight, Haj. What if they only had one creature to play on the next turn? Oh, there we go. That's it. Thank you. I did not reading my own Planeswalker. Thank you. I'll remember that next time. I am going to save him. Fortunately, it doesn't really matter. It didn't change anything. I got a free lesson there because the equip is still free right now and still fine to do if that's what we want to do. Is that what we want to do? I think we should just make it a 4/4 and not worry about it. And we can dump the hand. That's a knife.
Meet your killer.
I can do that after combat. Split the difference. Pile on the damage. And at this point, I'm willing to let Tez go. We just make a 3/3, attack for 9, and then they can attack Tez if they want, be down a blocker. Well, I guess not a blocker because they have the vigilance thing here, right? Untap. Anyway, the point is I'm attacking all. I'm going to be aggressive. We've also got this enchantment that's going to help our combat next time. I was like, what is he up to? That's what. Nice play. Yeah, I should put emotes on for friendly chats. Still a lot of pressure for Timber to deal with, but got to tip the cap at how well Timber is managing this pressure. We're going to have to decide whether we find the Koi or the Tez more valuable here. I think with what we know about the hand, that okay, now it's still the same question. And Tranel coming at our face, which is an easy no block. What gives lifelink? What am I? Let's see. Oh, this thing. Yeah. Right. When we were young, lifelink is Timber's big plan for sure, huh? So all we've got though here is the we don't need to gain life. We're just gonna increase the damage from our flyer. And might even end up pitching this familiar. We're gonna do the plus on Tez, of course. And yeah, I like discarding the familiar to play the modern age, because if we keep this, we've got to ditch both of these, right? Oh no, discard. Yeah, so we got to ditch the familiar, even though it would be a good card here. So will the modern age. Hopefully, we get 2 spells out of this turn because of it. Just so. 2 spells, 2 creatures too. 3, eventually 3, but that's great for chump sauce. And we'll show them that after combat. Yeah, playing equip was tempting, Jim. But we're probably gonna have to chump with the Searchlight Companion though, Hat. So. But maybe we won't need to because they'll have to stay back. Either way, I like this spot. And of course, we're going to always loot, right? I like to loot in forced discard situations like that, unless I have a very good reason not to reinforce the point that it is just re-randomizing the deck. It doesn't actually matter, even if something good hits the yard. Yeah, 11 lifelink is great, but I don't know what to do about it other than accept the life swing and try to come back from it, right? They're at least not coming at Tez, so we get to keep working with Tezzeret. And actually, I just take this too. They can have this life slam. Because they have to. I'd rather them use this when they can't use it as a combat trick that's winning winning battles, you know? So I'm going to do this. Hey, Owl, welcome. Glad to have you here. This is our day where I play against my viewers. So I'm playing against our friend Timber here. And I got a whole lineup of other viewers waiting in the wings. We get to kill this mechanic. That's cool. Oh, no, we don't, because it's flipping. Never mind. But we do get to rummage away that swamp, or loot away the swamp. And if we gave up Tez, we could make it 4-4, but I'm just going to try to be back on D now. This is going to be beastly, but this is correct. Go digging. Containment Construct. This is what we'd like to get going with the Modern Age, but we just have to discard it here. The Modern Age plus the ink is too powerful to keep. Too powerful to not keep. Yeah, it does. I get it, but I want these 2 cards more. Basically I wanted the Assassin's Ink, so it was a question of whether I want Assassin's Ink or Assassin's Ink plus the Modern Age. So yeah, let's get the flyers in. And are we sending anything else? Could send the Biting Palm as well, if we're ready to chump on the ground here, which I think we are with the ink backup. Yeah, Yeah, everybody's pointing out the synergies, but so far nobody has said, no, you shouldn't have discarded that. I think we all agree that, like, it's sad, but we had to do it, right? So I think this is the attack, though. Well, it's instant speed. We get to do whatever we want with the Moth. The question is, do we just play the Modern Age and effectively self-mill the first card? And the answer is probably yes, just to get this going. Like, if I was ready to just rummage away the one for free there, I should do this one here. Always loot. And there you go. Rewarded for our boldness with an easy loot. Decks are both pretty full. Unlikely to come to decking here with these life totals, but if another When We're Young shows up, I suppose this could go super long. But we're basically nearly GG here. We have 7 in the air right now. With more flyers coming. And the 7 is because I minus Tez to make the companion a 4/4. Now I got to check here. Nothing in the yard to get back, so this is just a value attack from a power toughness standpoint, not a recovery unit play. So, obviously we're chumping one. I don't think we're even worrying about the other. We just chump one, kill the Moth, attack it for 7 in the air, chump on the ground, and try to win in the air. Do it like this. And I think I can just fire this off and then it should be auto-passed. At least for our side. Not that that really mattered. All right. Take action.
My toys will keep you busy.
Don't have attacks on the ground to get around that, so we're just going to attack with the flyers. Yeah, we drafted to start the stream, Owl. No reach. And close to having him dead, but not quite. I could thief and effectively have a Sky Swimmer blocking instead, right? We have to use the treasure. It's kind of fancy play, but there's nothing much else we're doing. I think it's correct. It's technically correct. Same amount of damage, and we get a better blocker. Although not necessarily one we want to block with. Oh, and I don't even need to use the treasure. I was thinking it was 3. I had the Manowar ninja in mind when I was ninjutsuing there. Yeah, that's a good line there, Bumbler. I hadn't really thought that I was bouncing that until the last second, but if I thought that through from the beginning, maybe I would have seen that. But the trouble is, by 4-4ing the companion, we got in 4 there, and I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to not attack for 4 in the air there. Bunch of blocking. That would be the reason not to, that if we were forced to block, we'd rather block with the thief. But then again, we were in a spot where if we were forced to block, we felt like we were going to win anyway, which looks to be the case. Oh yeah, I had the ninja. It doesn't matter. I have a flyer to attack with, and he's tapped out with no cards. I stopped really paying attention when I saw the 100% win line. Once you've seen the 100% win line, all the little, but you shoulda, coulda, woulda, it's like, no, I'm 100% to win. Let's just do that. No shoulda, coulda, wouldas when you're attacking with a flyer at 1 into no cards and no reach. Oh, man. And let's see, do I have the new one in? Hold on. Wait. I do.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair toss.
Yeah, right? When we were young, made it interesting for sure. For sure. Oh, I don't have this correct, though. We are now 1-0 in the gauntlet. Okay, volume is loud. Let's adjust that. As you know, I actually can't. So good to know. Let's go air toss 2. Let's knock that down a chunk. All right, I'm going to run it again for audio testing. Prepare yourselves.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair toss.
Better? Still too loud? Let me know. Down another chunk. I wish it was percentages. It's giving me decibels, which is like, I don't, thanks. I knocked it down another chunk, and I will test it again after my next win. Well, my brain doesn't do logarithmic calculations on the fly very well. Oh, I believe it'll be coming right up, Mike. We'll see, though. Let's stop the trash talking and start the proving. Papa Get up next. Oh boy, containment construct into modern age, anybody? Yes, please. This looks great, although we'll probably try to go beetle into ninja if we can pull that. Maybe I should actually cycle the mnemonic sphere to make sure we find third land. I know that if we wait until we get the construct going, we ostensibly get extra value, but I think that's greedy. We want to be 100% to be casting ninjas on 3. So I'm going to cycle the sphere at the end of Papa's turn. All right, well, now we got extra lands, but you see why I was doing it. I just really wanted to be sure we got there. And I am going to go with an attempt of beetle into ninja. make Papa deal with this beetle or suffer some serious consequences. Come on, Saga. Saga, Saga, Saga. Well. Ooh. Well, I can't even pick this off because the ward matters. Its abilities too, right? So that's the whole thing with ward. So I'm going to pop this out and at least offer the beetle. And then we have just the ninja as a 3-drop, if not. I wouldn't block, but it's a tight situation, right? We're just going to do this, try to take the 3rd turn play away. Ooh. Ooh. X plus 2. So we can let them kill the ninja. But the crab is going to counter anything. You like taking the moonfolk? I would take the thing that can start countering our stuff. Or the thing that just kills our ninja. Oh, yeah, because you don't want him to grow the automaton. I'm really surprised nobody's on Team Crab. No, but this is their next play. Are y'all not seeing the Ward 3? Like, we do this, they just have counter our next spell. So if we do this, we are saying we're willing to get our next spell countered. Honestly, with the board presence, you know what? I'm gonna do my plan. I'm gonna pivot to new plan, and that is flame discharge. If we keep this biting palm around, what is the problem? What are we worried about next turn? Either they play, they go shields down with Puzzle Maker, in which case we have life to finish off any blocking. No, it doesn't. Not with life. Moonfolk blocks it exactly once with life in my hand. So I'm on discharge. And now if they go for the double block... Oh, okay, they're attacking too. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted, gang. And now it's just a matter of which value we want to be assured that we get. It certainly starts with life. I'm going to do that. And then, trouble is they have the land that's a pretty easy pitch to this, and this is our last chance, this is the last thing we get for sure. And I kind of like, almost like Construct, and then next turn we can tease with the Beetle, and then follow with the Modern Age. Or we go Modern Age, Yeah, let's play Containment Construct, and then we have a lot of options next turn. Virus Beetle becomes almost a must counter, and then we can actually play the Familiar out, and then next turn Modern Age with the full mana open, or all of our remaining mana open, for the Construct. We can pump up the Construct so that it can attack. Ooh, hello. New plan, we're gonna Well, yeah, they had to do that, or else we just kill the guide bot. So, well, we didn't know. We figured land to the beetle, but if they didn't have a fourth land other than that, maybe not. It wasn't a sure thing. Let us... We can make the Ninja a 5/5 and offer that trade, and then leave the construct back. I think that's the play there. And we can attack first. Oh, they should Modern Age first in case we come up with something to do. In fact, we might find that removal spell. So I think I should go Island, although, nah, that leaves too many single blue spells off the table for casting. Well, they're tapped out, so that's the beauty of doing this now, right? And yeah, Beetle's probably the thing we can let go of, but let's see what we find. Yeah, Beetle definitely, well, maybe now it's Blade Blesser with Automaton. Oh wait, we get to... Sorry, I was forgetting. Of course, we get to cast whatever we discard, Ryan. You get it all! So let's play Automaton since they're... we can still get him with a Beetle next turn. I just completely forgot our plan there for a second. Remember the whole combo you were setting up, Ryan? This is you doing it? Yay? Well, the funny thing is when I clearly have read the cards, I just have forgotten in the 3 seconds since I did. Let me go back and read again, and I forgot. Oh, apparently it doesn't. Why didn't it? Oh, whenever you cast. There you go. It's a cast trigger. Oh, I see, Haj. Well, it got me. I kind of thought we were going to get a counter from the exile casting, but that's only because I didn't read my cards and won't read my cards. It's my mouse, and you can't make me. That's true. It never sees itself. I was thinking of the wrong order anyway. It would have worked if this had been already out there. You can see where my brain's at today. Surely you can get one off me here, gang. I can't play Magic anymore. I just feel like I'm getting worse and worse. Is this what old age really is? Just getting worse and worse at Magic? All right, what are we doing here? We're gonna put more power and toughness on the ninja. I liked that play. Or no, this is flipping, never mind. So that doesn't matter. Yeah, there's nothing really to choose yet. We just let it happen. Can we play it if it's land? Let me read my card. Whenever you discard a card, you may exile that card from your graveyard. If you do, you may play. So we can play land. So we should just do that. Then we have full choices. All right. They know about the beetle. They have the mana to attempt to stop it, but we can play the beetle out for 100%. But we probably want to get the Kunai out for 100%. And then pick off... Let's see. If we do Kunai, equip, and ward, we can just get rid of this. But maybe we just get rid of the bot. I think we are just getting removal going, though. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, even we get the cast trigger even if countered. And I think Papa's considering using the counter on it even though we can pay, because it at least prevents us from being able to equip and use. Yeah, so let's now make him stop the beetle. Or we get to Kunai. Well, they have to choose. We get to make him choose, and I'm going to make him choose with the beetle now. You're right, though. It is counter abilities as well. Yeah, one of the two. Let's figure out what they're going to do. And then if they... But then we get to choose. Because if they counter this, we get to knife. If they don't, we can hold off on knifing. All right, we got the sphere. I'll take that. And we can even keep adding to the board. I can even move the knife, and they're not going to counter that. Are we offering any attack trades this turn? Probably going ahead and sending in the ninja. They can trade for either one of those. And are we sending the automaton? That's the question. At 12 with this board, probably yes. And yeah, we can knife the bot, although knifing is somewhat of an empty threat, right? I mean, we can't knife the bot because they counter that. I mean, we just want to wait on that, Mike, unless you're trying to get me. We're going to cast Arm Guard but after attacks. There's no reason to cast this now. Oh yeah, grow bot. No, there is a reason. You're right. So let's do that. And then I like the bot attack a lot better. I forgot it was, yeah. Yep. That's good. So many, this deck, the blue-black deck has been the hardest one for me to pilot, not embarrassingly. You know what I mean? Magic's hard. Neo is harder, and ninjas are hardest. Not that that was a ninja moment per se, but the format's hard. Guidebot gets him out of this mess faster than the automaton, so we're gonna get rid of the Guidebot. Although Guidebot does not grow. Maybe with the kunai, I give him one draw off that, and then we keep the thing alive that we can kill with the knife we've got. I think that's correct, but it's close. A lot of value flying around both sides of the table. Blade Blesser is going to do it to it, be the menace death touch we want. That can get another counter on the Guidebot, but it doesn't stop it from getting knifed. And we're going to have the mana to pay for the knife to equip it, cash it in, and pay for this crab counter. So this card here has to be something quite real, or we at least have the bot in trouble. And we even got some extra removal to boot. All right, this looks like it's our game to win now. I'm gonna throw the kunai on our beetle as the lowest powered thing here that can still do it. Actually, let's do the math. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm overthinking if they don't have anything in hand, so let's make him have something. And I'll hold this for kunai at face. All right. Volume check on Hair Toss 2 incoming. I think this should be fine, but just warning because it was loud before.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair toss.
Good game, Papa. Thanks for playing. Appreciate your time. Could still go down a little more. I can do it if it needs to go down a little more. But I can't hear it, so you gotta tell me. That's how we're rolling these days. Good luck, DT. Could use a 2-drop to ninjutsu, but this is fine. Happy about this hand. If we go Modern Age into Hardcast Ninja, nothing wrong with that. Great start from DT, though. Reckoner Raid was on our short list when that was in our opening pack. Whoop. My arena is like... You alright, system? Check my task manager here and see how... Yeah, my memory's alright. My computer memory, my human memory is stuck in the 80s. Literally and continuing the metaphor. No, I'm on just a kind of a generic 3-year-old now gaming PC. I bought it because my original rig for this stream just crashed. All right, well. Close the program. Come on, Arena, hook us up. Okay, here we go. It's on blue, right? So we want black out, and Modern Age is our only option. Seems fine. Containment Construct, you're a little bit late. Would have been nice to have you on the top. Do the sequencing differently. As it is, we can... I hate throwing away our 4th and only, with land with no other backup. Maybe it should just be the Kami itself, but probably... I mean, because we could ditch a ninja and get it back later. But I think I'm just going to be greedy and ditch the land. If we don't find... If I'm only on... if through our rummaging and drawing or looting next turn I'm still at 3 lands, obviously I ditch the Kami at that point. But I'm going to be 1 turn's worth of land greed here. And see how hard I'm punished. There's some punishment. Wham. Beautiful DT, beautiful. All right, so now I'm going to discard the Kami, and we have Sphere into Beetle. And I'm going to do Sphere... Oh, we could just do Ninja too, but I do want to try and find that land now that I've failed to get it with this aggressive plan of mine. Beetle getting some of their cards left doesn't suck either, but... Yeah, let's... Yeah, I could have ditched the Sphere itself, but the Sphere is going to find me a land right now. That's... Here we go. Or that. Alright, so now we'll go Containment Construct over Beetle. Because at least this threatens a block. I don't think I'm blocking here. I think in order to win this one, we just have to win a long game. And I'm going to take another 5, go to 10, and try to stabilize on the gaining of a 2/3 flyer and the casting of 1 or 2 spells next turn. We draw a land, we can Virus Beetle Assassin's Ink, for example. All right, I'm happy about this. I would have taken the other 3 if DT had sent. So this is fine with me. I feel like it gives me a little extra time. Ooh, not much though. Now maybe I'm in the market for killing this 2/2. This is now, it also explains why DT didn't attack with the 3/2. DT didn't want to offer a trade for a 2/1 with a quality creature like the 3/2 when DT's looking to pick it off with the Shrine. Yeah, so we could send Construct on the free attack and then maybe just save it with the Ninja. That'd be a reasonable play too. I like that. If they do block, we're fine with either of those trades. So that's definitely the line here, I think. Hodge wouldn't. I'm gonna try it. Fun line. I could also ninjutsu the Thief and still have an extra 2 and could beetle their hand for that way, but I'd rather just get their hand now. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, we could have had Assassin's Ink up. That's a fair point, too. I like this, though. We're getting one of these quality cards. Enchantment or 4 power, where they could exile the Glider, but Exploit is just this similar removal, but for cheaper. Although they only have -2 right now, Haj. They can't kill either of these with the Exploit. So that's worth considering. I'm going to take the thing that can get something right now. Yeah, let them 2-spell. But they can't kill our Glider. I guess they can do it as a combat trick, but then at least we get a block in. I'll make them do that. It's an instant, right? Yeah. Or we could take it if we really want to be cheeky. Yeah, if I block, they can just shrine it away, right? Wait, let me make sure I understand the rules on this, because I read that sometimes. See, toughness extra less, and it is reducing the toughness, right? Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Can we go to 6? We can go to 6. No, it's not, though. That's not true. It literally gets -2, -2. Its toughness becomes 1. It's not just some fakey arena thing. It's literally toughness of 1 at that point. Right? They don't even need to do anything. That's the real point. If they want to, they can kill it with the exploit and this, which is Mike's point. So, yeah, that's the point. So given that, we might as well make him fired off with combat, right? Yeah. Just had to work through that. And I'll do it, I guess, on the thing that, I mean, they have to. They just have to do it. They were going to do it anyway, though. So given that, might as well save the most damage. All right, at least worked it through. Maybe I didn't make the right plays, but I found my way to the right line given the choices I'd already made. Choice I've already made that's really getting us is being greedy about the land. Those of you who are not land greedy are in a much better spot than me right now. I grant you that. I took my chances. So now what? If I play out one toughness, it's just going to die. I can just play out a thief. I can play out a thief to just have some extra blocks. And that's really the, I mean, if I play the companion, everything just starts getting mowed down. Thief is the only thing I can do that doesn't die to the shrine, so I'm going to do that. And I'm not going to swing in. Are you serious, Mike? Are you trying to get me, or are you swinging in there? You've got a mix of good advice and questionable advice today that has me nice and on my toes. I don't like swinging at anything if I'm at 9. I mean, I'd be dead if I took your line. At least I get to block and live here. And got to take out the biggest thing we can. Right? Here it is. Maybe I was supposed to do something else, but I felt like that was the line. And yeah, the mana greed has really cost me here. 2 spelling here isn't going to suck. Yeah, sure did, Haj. But often it wins me games that that I wouldn't have won if I hadn't been greedier. I don't mind missing on the greed side a little here and there. I think in general, players aren't greedy enough. That's my feeling. But it sure got me here. Let's see. Any survival possible? We can still play contain. We can still get 2 creatures down here and not be out of the game. But we can't really block and kill any. Well, I guess we need to do construct disruptor, because then at least we have a block and kill on the cruelty. A chump on the ace. We take 2 from the captain, but we're not fully dead. That's the only thing that doesn't leave us, as far as I can tell, fully dead. Sometimes greed gets you. You takes your chances. Decisions, not results. Which is not me saying I'm sure my decision was correct, but it is me saying it not working out this game is not the answer. It's a data point, and the question remains, should one be greedy in that spot or not? Because sometimes I'm going to look like a genius. We're going to get exactly the lands we needed from there, cast every single spell in our hand, and have every single spell that we kept in our hand instead of pitching matter to our win. That is a possible outcome as well. I think it's to say it didn't gain. Well, I mean, obviously if it was net negative decision, it's a net negative decision. But the idea that it was impossible for it to gain us any win percentage, I strongly disagree with. But that's a fair point. If we never empty our hand, I was being too greedy. But I also, in this format, I push back. I say, seriously, you're going to tell me in Neo there was no way that we get to a point where we've emptied our hand and played all our spells there? That's you being kind of results-oriented in the other direction, I think. Again, though, not suggesting that I'm certain of the correctness of any of my decisions there. If we had a enchantment, we could set up enchantment into like a Assassin's Ink play, but we can't ink. So like, how do we not die here? Let me get back to the task at hand. Not dying. If I play the companion, we get 2 creatures. The construct can try to block the cruelty again. That's what we got to keep doing here. Although we can, if we play the coy, no, we can play the coy, because then we have block, block, take 2, and still in it, right? So let's play an actual good 3-drop, or just bounce something. Can't bounce this. We could bounce the shrine and put them back on that whole action. Maybe that's the play. Yeah, I think I've landed there. It was one of our 4-drops, but let's put them back on board. It's 4 mana. So if they don't have another land, we even get to keep our construct through another turn. And but we do need the construct to block, so we are so unlikely to look at this 28-3 with us trying to figure out how we're making it to the next turn, much less how we win the actual game. All right, there's the mana that's going to kill our construct, but we get a block with it, or effectively makes them not attack this turn, right? And now we can drop Beetle, or we can drop Companion. No, we can drop Beetle and then cast Ink. Right? And then we're still okay? I'm in for that. Yeah, we got to ink the shrine, right? But we make him attack first. I'll just wait till attacks and then... yeah, we can... although I should mark second main. I can't let him go to end step or I won't have the chance. Yeah, Menace is the one that gets through. Or are you suggesting Menace is the one we kill? If we kill the Menace, yeah, what does this mean? Because this attack suggests that DT feels they've got the win this turn. That's why I don't think they'd risk the Shintai in this situation. So what about Specialist here, this here, and then let's see what they do to try and win. Okay, so that informs... It's still not a win yet. Nothing we do in response changes this. So we'll let that happen. Well, but I knew that they were up. I wanted to see what was up, because it could have been a spot where we needed to kill. If there was damage, we would have needed to kill the unblocked creature. I get you, but we needed. I think we did it right. I don't know. We can kill Menace now, yeah, because it's the shrine isn't going to do anything, and it saves all the damage. All right. Well, rare on color probably means this is trouble. Although I remember this being fairly generic. Yeah. So is it just a 4/3? Is there any vehicles going on here? Probably just a 4/3. Yeah. 4/3 being trouble enough, but it is at least right now just a 4/3. This can block it, but what do we do about the other damage? So we need a we need our 1/1 off the top. That's about it. Yeah, I think that's gonna do her. Oh no, I guess I play Companion for the double block. Staying alive, staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. I think we're pretty darn dead, but this has been fun to attempt to hang on. Just need that sweeper not in our deck. All right, gang. Chat is not winless this week. Good work. Nice job, DT.
Is this a dead man, Doctor? Very dead, Mr. Spock.
We really made DT work for that one, though. No freebies. Played to every last possibility we could come up with. And some that we should never have come up with. Yeah, even in trying to survive, we almost emptied our hand, which, you know, again, I'm not saying I was 100% correct with that greed, but I am saying you can't tell me we didn't add some long game win percentage by not pitching a land. It just punished us that time. All right, next up, did I copy? Wait. Yeah, I did. Lion Bug. Prepare to be boarded by bouncing machines. Sneep and Disruptor, or we could go Sphere on one again, making sure we find land number 3 on time, given that our turn 2 is hopefully going to be spent on life or familiar. Since we've got, but this gets an attack going, and if we draw ninjas, we'll be really happy about it. All right, I'll be patient with the Sphere and just play the Disruptor. Oh yeah, I have Thief, sorry. Man, I just didn't process. What did I think that was? I think I looked at it as another Koi or something. I just didn't see that card. It was obviously correct to Disruptor here. We're going to do that next turn, hopefully. I just didn't see it, gang. Magic's hard, streaming's hard. It is that is the kind of thing, like, if I'm not sitting here yammering away, I do clue into stuff a little better. That's why I think the streamer advantage is definitely overrated. We distract ourselves heavily and get pulled in a lot of directions. There's something about, well, I'm on a suboptimal path, but I'm clear and focused on it and know exactly what I'm doing here, versus the optimal path is being suggested to me, but I'm in such a chaotic mind state I can't process it correctly anyway. All right. I'm going to play both colors of land, and we're going to go ahead with the Prosperous Thief plan here. It's really exactly what this deck is trying to accomplish. I could run it back out. We lose kind of the ramp value of it, but we can, you know, getting right back on board has some legit considerations. If we pass, we could life and pay to kill the familiar next turn. But I think, yeah, probably the extra mana is enough to, on our next turn is enough valuable to be worth saving here. I agree. Oh, it's a, let me read my card again. Yeah. Good point, good point. Alexis with the reading win. All right, now I need to give myself the meme, because it's just been coming up too much today, and if I had read there, it would have at least given me another viable option to consider.
Oh no, please! I can't read your crazy moon language!
Still like the spot, but I think I agree with Alexis, should have ran that out. But we also, if we do the play that I was anticipating, life, pay for it, and kill, we're going to get the treasure as well. So I like Alexis's line better, but ours is not too bad. This would not be too bad either, but we can't really do the thing. Oh, although could hold and we're going to make more treasures. Let's just, I'm going to do the line indicated. Gonna go ahead and kill this thing and get in. And now I can observe Alexis's line yet again. The consideration this time is that if we draw a basic land off the top, we could Tez this into a 4/4, which is definitely tempting. Yeah, it's definitely less clear here. So, but at least I have the line in mind to consider, right? So that's a win. Because another thing we could do is just hold and try for that Tez line. Yeah, we will get another, but we could be attacking for. They're at 14. We could be attacking for 7 next turn plus 2/2. Like that's a lot of damage if we draw a basic off the top. And this time we don't have. Yeah. That's exactly the point, True. That's True. If we draw basic land, we can still do it. That's a great point, True. So I'm gonna follow on Alexis's plan because it replaces what we could upgrade. Excellent, True. No. You got it. We upgraded the 1/1 before, so I love the line. Alexis's line still holds because we still get the upgrade, even if we find the basic. And we can put this power on the flyer, which is more reliable to get through as well. So a lot of reasons to continue with that plan, I think. And this is legit turn 3. What, you know, by having Magic start more on turn 1, these games get a lot more interesting, a lot faster. This disruptor has made this game decision rich from the get-go. Now we gotta, speaking of decision richness, what are we pitching here? I'm actually inclined to just get rid of, say the Familiar is our weakest card here, and we can let it go. It's the thing we can cast. I mean, I'm looking for mana, but I think we get the Disruptor treasure token if we don't even get the basic, you know? All right. Kill the Disruptor. That's what I like doing there. We found the land. We can Tez. I'm going to Tez. I'm going to do the plan for that. Now, Tez is not attacked dead by a beetle, but we're up against another potential ninja deck. Do we want to give him a chance to ninjutsu the beetle? I think if they do, that's fine. We can pitch the sphere, so I'm going to go ahead and crash in. No defense. Tez might even die here if there's some sort of pump. Am I missing some on-board thing? But I'm not missing anything on board, so I'm going to make Lionbug have it. Especially at 14, having the life total here. Yeah. They do get a nice blocker out of the glider, but exactly, Neuromancer. I think just putting pressure on here is correct. I mean, it's like our worst case scenario is they do a lot of work to get rid of our Planeswalker and leave us with good attacks after that. More discarding here. This is where the sphere... I could... Actually, yeah, we're just discarding the sphere. That's fine. I just want to get another big flyer in the air. Keep leveraging Tez value.
Can't halt.
And to that end, we're starting there. Discard 2 cards. Yeah, we can discard the lands. We can play a Koi and then play another Koi. That's fine. Yeah, it was a must attack, right? Or else we kind of win off of Tez. And if we send all, they'll put probably glider on thief, maybe. I still think we just send the 7 and then drop a koi. I don't care if they block the thief at this point. Yes, I think it's a good game. Let's see, where do we make another 4-4 on the go wide. That's what I'm going to do anyway. Giving up Tez, but for good value. And I think I can leave everything else back. It is a somewhat early GG, but looking pretty good here. Looking pretty good. No. We got wide enough with the 4-4. Only early if I miss lethal. But am I capable of missing lethal? Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry, Bug. I got rolling and didn't stop there, but thanks for the game. Much appreciated.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
A little old school toss there. Now it's old school. I'm trying to win the week, and I got to get through Alexis to claim it. Let's see how it goes. Good luck, Alexis. I'm sure she's going to win. I have no chance against someone as incredible as Alexis. Are you kidding me? I might as well put the loss in right now. I beat you to the pessimism. Plus, I have the microphone. Okay, need to restart. Let's do it. Well, the 5-color thing wheeled, so you're not doing that, are you? You can't be doing 5-color because we got that 5-color beast on 5-color card on the wheel once, right? You said you wanted more of those 3/3 2-drop reach defender enchantment archers. So I'm thinking maybe green, 3+ color green X go long ramp fix to some seriously cool stuff. Well, I'm going to try and aggro you out. That's my plan. Although, interesting that we are hung again. Do I need to restart again? Has the voodoo finally failed? Oh, there we go. Oh, nope, now we got an auto... I can hear the draw coming. Oh, well, then let me... I'm going to restart again. Assume that it just needed to clear that failed pairing out, and then it'll work this time. Yeah, just hang till you see me back on. All right, here we go. right, Disruptor into Thief is available to us. That's exciting. Looks hot. Alexis is going to be happy to have the play if she's trying to get something cool going before we can aggro her out. So, winning the die roll, a good start for Alexis, it seems. And pausing for a single green. What does that mean? Let's look at our trick list. She might just be throwing pauses. She's certainly capable of that. But it could be Tamio's safekeeping. We definitely passed those. So I'm expecting a safekeeping over there. But I'm going to look to get a thief in. And thank you, Alexis, who I know watches these after the fact. I really appreciate you helping me understand this sequence against you. Am I wrong? Did we not see one of those 5-color cards on the wheel? I know we saw them in the deck, but maybe Alexis is 5-color and I just missed that we did not wheel the payoffs for 5-color. We got a Goblin Shaman here that's going to jump in front of the Thief. We could ink it if we really want to just keep this train rolling. However, we also get... we can just, if we accept the trade, what are we doing from there? I don't love, I guess we can coy it up. We trade, we get in for one, we get the treasure, and we make a koi, or we just make Tez at that point, and then that's pretty cool. Interesting. Let's drop the swamp so we have the ink available. But I think we go ahead and take the Thief trade here. I should also look at what's coming. Discard up to 2 cards, draw, exile, comes back as a Kiki Jiki reflection. Yeah, I'm going to offer the trade and then probably just make Tez. If Alexis doesn't accept the trade, I probably make the Sky Swimmer Koi instead. We'll see. I gotta math out what kind of defense Tez has at that point. So, yeah, I am now on... could also do Construct into Eventual Modern Age. I can just get the Koi down. This seems great for this spot in the game. I also have to remember I am playing around the safekeeping, so we really want to fire off the ink when Alexis is out of green mana, or we need to fire it off when we are accepting that we're actually casting Assassin's Ink to trade for a safekeeping. Ideally, of course, we find Shields Down moment, and with Alexis with only 1 green, I expect to have some Shields Down moments coming up in the next couple of turns, but if she drops a Forest here, she could end up keeping up the safekeeping for almost indefinitely. Let's see what comes of this turn. Okay, perfect. We're gonna ink that. Oh, dang it. Never mind. That's treasure right there. So, okay, we're racing. And swinging away again. Getting the trade here. And yes. What does this do again? We have time for that. Frustrating not get another land here. Probably need to pitch a Modern Age or the Bank Buster. Feels like Bank Buster is just too slow here, and that the Modern Age is going to be our better push to value, since we just need lands. Although that needing lands means drawing cards is great, because we you know, we want the card volume to have both the spells and the lands. Really tough discard here. I'm going to go with the... Although Buster also attacks as a 4/4. That's a legit attack. But Crew 3? I'm going to ditch the rare. I don't think we have time for it right now. And I think we can Modern Age, and right now even go looking for land, and that's more important. And the Containment Construct would be nice on that axis. I suppose I could do that. All right, I'm going to be a little bit hopeful here and hope that there's a land on top and do it this way. Ooh, never mind. I can do it this way. So now I play the Modern Age to cast it and then hope we find a land off that still. Excellent. I think we can get rid of the sphere. Again, I think our Modern Age is going to give us the card, and Tez are going to give us the card value we want, although Sphere to pitch to Tez is not. I can't... Does it work all of them? I thought it was once a turn. I suppose I should read. Okay, so I can do it this turn. Sorry. Great. I thought so many of these cards in this set are once a turn. I did make a presumption there. But you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, everything feels gated by once a turn in this set. Alexis doing the ramp, getting up there. What's coming? I'm just bracing. Yeah, here it comes. You know, she's just being so... Alexis. So how did you pass one, Alexis? How are you playing one then you passed one? You just decided you didn't need two? All right, now I actually got to read this thing. So we're going to discard. And bounce. So we're going to get something bounced and then discarded. Okay. What is making the treasure? Oh, this. Okay. Yeah, I might need to kill the 3/3 at this point. But I'm not sure it matters. Also don't know getting Tez going matters in the face of Chapter 2 here. We should probably set up for Chapter 2s that we're happy with, which would like include maybe Modern Age, getting more value out of the construct for right now. We've already played a land this turn. If we play the Modern Age, we're likely not getting something else if we want to ink this turn. I think we probably do want to ink the 3/3. Yeah, I can try to set up the discard to... It's going to be on their turn, so maybe I discard the ink on Alexis's turn, and then I can cast it, right? Let me... Yeah, all right, so let's discard and cast the ink, and then make a 3-mana play in the meantime, which probably means Modern Age or Companion. Let's get more flyers going and try to get this game closed out somehow. Yeah, maybe we do need to save the removal for this thing. Yeah, but no matter what, we're going to have to... Yes, we could discard now and do it now, but what I'm saying is we are going to be discarding to this, so we should, if we can, do that. But I agree that the ink needs to be saved to manage the mythic creature side of this, so we should probably save the ink. And then it still just comes down to the flyer, but it means we're not going to be likely to get any value out of our discarded card to this chapter. So I'm going to make attack with a disruptor. Play the companion. Can even play the Modern Age too. If we're not going to, if we're holding the ink, we can play this, play the Modern Age, play the companion, and ditch the sphere. I'm going to play Modern Age and then decide what... And yeah, we can still do that, right? So let's do... And then we can probably pitch this. So let's do this and this. Take the action. And this. All right, complicated turn, but I like how we decided. And now... What are we discarding? Probably just the Kami. We got a lot of business here and not a lot of time to do this. It's funny, going back to the discard that might have saved me in the loss today, if I had not been greedy. I ditched a land instead of a 5-drop, and then needed land for the rest of the game. I don't know if there's any time where I was supposed to I don't know if I was supposed to try to figure out a way to deal with the shaman to prevent the Kami War from being castable. It's funny how they really a rare and these two rares are really working together, you know, or this mythic and this rare, because the rare helped the mythic get going. Yeah, we do think the green hexproof thing is there to protect the against the ink, but now we're at a point of what do we do about it exactly? And I'm on plan racing here and accepting that. All right, we don't currently have the construct out, so it won't be discard cast right now. To land seems pretty important. 6 land here gives us a lot of play. We can do 2 creatures and removal, or Tezzeret and removal. So I think we got to keep the land. So then it's what are we not going to play among? What are we casting? What are we not casting among the 2s? Probably the sphere. So we pitch the sphere. And then I think we Tez in the air. We Tez the 4-drop Tez the companion into 4 power. Try to defend on the ground, and then hold the removal for the big mythic creature incoming. Not that way, Auto Tapper. Telegraphing to Alexis. Again, we pretty much figure Alexis is going to save the manifest anyway. So maybe actually we should have actually... maybe when this showed up, I was supposed to... I don't know. I think Alexis holding the hexproof is going to be our doom. Unless we can somehow get there in the air, like, next turn. But doesn't this give lifelink right away? No, not. I need to read.
I get results.
Defending player chooses a non-land card in their graveyard, return it to your hand, and it get... Okay, we can fade this, I think. We can fade this and go for a win here. So many words. You're right, Hat. There's just so many damn words.
This is what real progress looks like.
And we even present lethal next turn. So we're trying to fade this turn, not have Alexis gain life. Oh, but she's about to gain 2 life. But we still present lethal at 7. So even at 7, we're presenting lethal. Let's see if we can hold. What? Can she threaten 10 in the air somehow here? With Kiki, potentially? Yeah, so we might have to... we might just be dead in the air? Looks like it. No, we got the ink, so we're not dead, but we don't... we're dead if she's got the expected removal prevention. But she could have just been... control pausing to make us think she had the removal. But the thing is, this is one of those spots where it doesn't matter. Often you can feel like you're being hyper clever with your clever this or your clever that, and haha, you got your... Often it doesn't matter. Your opponent has to do it either way. Like, there have been times where people think they got me, but really it's like, you could have played face up and I have to do the same play. That's worth chumping if the only attack is 3 at our Planeswalker. I sure hope Alexis was just trying to put the fear of Tameo in us with a well-timed control bluff, because then we win. if she was not bluffing and in fact has the safekeeping, we probably lose. So I hope she just was putting the fear in us. It's not that black and white, safekeeping versus not, win versus lose, but it's close. Wait, it's not coming at... yeah, 10, do we even care? Do I want to chump? Or do I want to just... No. I think the idea here is Alexis wants 2 blockers. This is why I'm hoping that the safekeeping bluff was just a bluff, because it looks like what she's setting up to do is use Kiki on flying defense next turn, which we're going to attempt to disrupt by inking the flyer before our turn. So I'm still at the question of, am I chumping for any reason here? That's just a simple side. It seems like a minor point, but I'm trying to cover all the bases here on things like chump versus not chump. I don't think she can get it. We have the ink. I'm going to say no blocks. Tap another. Okay, so that is going to allow for a loot, but we can kill with any kind of looting on the stack before card. Yeah. So here we go. I'm going to kill now before, if she is bluffing and she does have the safekeeping in the deck, we want to do this before the safekeeping is in hand. So now we get to find out. Was it a bluff? It feels like it was a bluff because everything here has been setting up to... but maybe it's not, because she still would want to set all this defense up next turn anyway. All right, looks like it was a bluff, which I said, great. She made us nervous throughout the game, but better nervous throughout the game and then finding out that you actually had the kill spell you needed than finding out, yup, she had it all along. So good work on making us nervous, Alexis, but I'm glad it seems to have been in vain. And great deck. I'm at least glad that you got to do your fun thing, right? It didn't win you the game, but that was super sweet, and I salute.
A minor setback. Meet your killer.
All right. Oh my god, I beat the incredible Alexis. How lucky for me. See how that whole pessimism thing works?
I do my head toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Head toss.
Well, of course. I mean, the ink read, like we're sitting there chatting about how to use it, when to use it. I'm sitting there manually tapping to leave black up. What? Alexis saw, and I mean, again, it's like the, often the haha gotchas are just like, yeah. Of course, we're presuming that Oppo has removal, and I mean, well, we do that all the time, right? I mean, you got to ask yourself, what happens here if, right? And everybody around here is pretty good at that. Yeah, Tez changed things up. Suddenly, 4/4 flyers and. Yeah, it's a good one-line summary of what I'm trying to get across, Hat. Right, I mentioned that too. I know you'll watch the replay, Alexis, but I'm like, hey, sweet deck. You did your sweet thing and I got the game, but hey, Magic is so much more fun when you at least got to do your thing, and Alexis got to do the thing on stream, so that was sweet all around. I got the win. Alexis got the sweetest deck. High fives all around. Tron's up next, then Night Savior to close it out, and then I go back to desperately throwing cards in bags. Cards in bags! Cards in bags! Wait, cards out of bags, then back into a bigger bag. So I have all these valuable cards properly sleeved as you should have them, and then, but now I got to take them out of sleeves for the most part. Although they'll let you keep them in on the expensive ones. Good looking start. Ward 2 means Automaton unlikely to go anywhere by turn 3. Not that we'll have attacks to support the ninja, but I like getting it going on 2. Ooh, hello, friend. New plan, new plan, new plan. My most valuable card. I've moved a bunch of my stuff into safe deposit box. Basically, I have a split between cards I'm sending to the East Coast to list with TCG Player versus more valuable cards I'm keeping locally to list with pictures, and then I'll store in safe deposit until such a time as they sell. I have a collector's edition, a near mint collector's edition set, so probably the Lotus out of the collector's edition is my most valuable card, but I have some alphas that are closing in. My favorite card is it's still lightly played. It's not, I can't call it near mint, but I have a very nice lightly played alpha Birds of Paradise. That's my favorite card in my collection. Yeah, it's got the text misprint on it. No kidding, right? We'll take the 2-for-1 there. 2-for-1 with that instead of 2-for-1 out of the hand. But whenever I see a modern playable card that's closing in on $100 just for its baseline version, like, you should sell. Like, nature abhors a vacuum. Wizards of the Coast abhors a reprintable $100 Magic card. Trust me. Trust me. Check your Mox Opals, everybody. I mean, that got then banned as well, but, you know, they reprint $100 modern cards ASAP. Here, what are we doing here now? If we go, we can go Automaton and even cast the Assassin's Ink, because this is enchantment. This thing does kind of need to die. So maybe a little bit fancy play, but I think this is worth killing. Although if Tron spends the next turn spending all that mana to draw one card, maybe maybe I should do something about that. But maybe I don't have to do it right away, right? Maybe I can just koi here, and then I get to Automaton Rummage next turn and still ink. I think I've sold myself. I'm going to do that. If Tron wants to draw this turn, we're going to say, cool, you're going to get an extra card, but really time walk yourself as we're adding pressure, so that seems worth it. Sorry, I'm working on it. We'll get you dead ASAP, Tron. ASAP. Kill Tron quick. You're just trying to get me to play too fast. I'm going to play the Automaton to lower the cost of the ink so that we have it available during combat and do the rummage thing. Yeah, see, I was supposed to do that, but all right. This is me playing fast. I keep discarding this Kami, and I'm going to do it again here. I don't think it's what we need. I'm going to send in and have ink at the ready, although am I just supposed to pick off the... Yeah, I'm going to put a full control on and just pick off the bot. Like so. Tron does get a card here, but they don't get a block and a card. Companion, bumping up the Automaton. Thief, bouncing... Bouncing the enchantment will be good, because then we could just kill the decoy. Yeah, I think that's my play now. Should have sent a poet. This is going to be good. And I can even play the companion first. Well, if I play the companion, I can't can't replay the memory. So I'm gonna leave my automaton back, sadly, for this turn. Thief makes treasure. True. Well, too late now. I already started the attack sequence anyway. But good point. Ooh, we can pitch. If we pitch the koi, we can go life searchlight. Land life searchlight. Right? We didn't play. Have we played a land this turn? Wait. Let's see. Let me look. None of them say this turn, right? Okay. Then let's do that. I'm going to pitch the koi. Oh, land that entered, if you right-click on it, says so. It says it entered this turn. Also, they end up in a separate pile, which we can't tell here because I have tapped mana. But if you have two piles of mana, I think... Oh, maybe it doesn't. Maybe you just have to look regardless. Maybe it doesn't separate pile it. But... oh, yeah, it does. Hat says it does. But there you go. But if you're tapped, you can't tell if it's being separated out because of summoning sickness or tappedness. Sorry, back to the choice, and I am going to do it where it's hard to discard this because it's such a good card, but in this spot it seems clearly correct. Always rummage. Always loot. We call these hangers. The right click for more information, or the flavor text. Is the Tron seems to have given this one up. He'll resub. He can't help it. I got him. For Tron, here, I'll do, I'll mix and match. Ooh, you are on a 15 lander too, Tron, huh? Ouch, sorry.
Here comes the flood.
Good game. All right, I'm crushing this week, chat. What's up? Well, we had found a good deck. That was what's up. Tez has certainly not hurt the old pack 2 pick 1 on color bomb. All right, Night Savior. Save chat's pride. Make it a 5-2 week, huh? I'm gonna try to 6-win you. Well, yeah, getting a turtle meme for the tech record would be good. Let's see. I'm gonna mark that as complete. That's complete. That's complete. I owe a burglar rat meme. I'm gonna give that here.
Some say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
Looks like maybe we need a mutual restart here. I'll get on that too. But you did it, Tron. That's the important thing. Thank you for the sub and the game and the time. Much appreciated. What was your bomb, Timber? What did I dodge? There we go. Looking good. I'm gonna keep and play my tap land over the kunai. Make sure we're casting our 3 drops on time, and we have double of both colors, so it is nice to sometimes get some extra info before making that call. But Modern Age should hook us up with... we got a lot of card selection coming. I'm gonna just put this on blue, because if I'm rooting for Tezzeret or my my 1-for-1 removal, I'll root for needing that for Tez. Well, now we're gonna Modern Age away an island anyway. Most likely. We'll see what we draw. Sure enough. Greedy again. But would you not be? Like, we can cast everything in our hand this time at least. I'm gonna continue to be greedy. How greedy are we? Still no 4th land. Getting a little nervous about that now. But still like all the cards I got in here. Really want this thing dead. You like doing it even with the Moonfolk? All right, sure. Let's close it out with maximum greed. I'm in. And I could go Kunai Beetle, but I like going ahead and making the Ninja, threatening a block on the Naturalist and threatening an attack that gets at Night Savior's hand. Looks like I gacked a Naturalist from Night Savior. We got one of these in our sideboard. It was our 3rd overall pick because we were just taking powerful cards in the early packs. Do we take this trade? I'm going to say no. Let's get a card out of the hand and then trade. I'll take some life and play a longer game here. Got our swamp. That's nice to see. 4th land came on time. Greed paid off this time. We can go ahead and play this. Let's send the Ninja first here. See what we're looking at, and then decide on our post-combat plays. So, 4th land is available. Mana value 4 or greater. We don't even really have that. So we can leave them with the fall. Kami gets back some value on dead stuff, but not yet. And this is exile, so why don't we exile the Stalker take them off of the... Although maybe the archer with our flying is actually more important, now that I think about it. Seems weird to go for the 3/3 reach 2-drop, but it's the thing that affects us the most right now. If we leave them with the ninja, though, they can ninjutsu if we don't block. So we just have to keep in mind blocking. And we might have 2 things that we have to block. Although we can set up the threat of a double block that maybe makes Knight Savior not want to attack with either. So since I think Archer is actually the problem child here. I'm going to do that. And then for defense, I like either the... we're playing the kunai, and then we have 3 mana more to spend. I'm going to get him with the beetle later. Let's get the Blade Blesser as a good blocking threat on the ground, and a kunai to pick something off after that. So if they ninjutsu, they only have 2 left. That's not enough to redo the channel on their preserver. So we could let the preserver through, and it wouldn't get us this turn, but it would be something valuable they'd be willing to bring back. Interesting spot. We'll see. I'm not sure what I do in Knight Savior's shoes here. Well, okay, let's say they send both. How are you blocking? You're going Blade Blesser on Naturalist and then chumping? I just didn't want to chump. But this is fine. I'm going to absolutely take this trade. There's something they can actually get with the fall. We don't get anything back with it. So at this point, puzzle not... Well, we can go Beetle and then equip and use kunai. And that makes some sense to me. This doesn't get back the Naturalist in hand. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm going to do that. But maybe we see what they do with this first. I'll do this first. Okay, they had a land for that. Makes sense. Pick that off and get in... And even have a good blocker against the Stalker with the Ninja, or with the Beetle. See what they find here. All right, I still feel pretty good, although they're going to get the Stalker back for basically free. Clean attacks for us. And then I'll go Automaton so we can puzzle make and make it grow. Oh, of course we get removal just when we need it. Yeah, I think we just take out the 4-4 and keep going. I could just puzzle knot here and we can try to hold, but I just feel like our advantage is pretty strong. And I'm just going to kill and go. Free ninja, but we got the pressure on and we get to Kami ourselves if we find a land, and if we don't find land we have action, and Kami is the top of our curve, so either we get a land to cast Kami or we get action we can play. Right, I don't think we have another 5 in the deck. Maybe I'm forgetting one though. Yeah, that's our highest cast card right there. Getting stretchy too. Ooh, Tapper. Gosh, you're not, as if you're not good enough, Disruptor. Look at this card and what it's about to do here. Go away. And chump to not die. Boy, I'm trying as hard as I can to trade off my 3/3 Mike, but it keeps doing damage to their face. Yeah, this is show me your sweeper, or I think I got this. Interesting attack. Obviously, Stalker could do that. If the Stalker comes down for 2, that doesn't leave enough mana to do much anyway. I think we just, whatever. I'm going to just block with my 1/4. It's a safe block anyway. They need to have something here for Eden to get punished for that. There you go, we prevented some lifelink and wrapped it up. No reach, so I'm just going to send the 1 for the closeout.
I do my head toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
Well, how about that? Snuck 1 win against me. Almost gotcha 7-0, but chat pulls out the Savior win to make it a 6-1 week. It's been a very good, productive week. I'm feeling very good about the inventory I have going over to TCG Player. So, because 6 wins is a shopping trip, we're doing it. Happy Friday. Those lands are cool. I really like them. There's the problem, you know, we've seen the problem with the swamp that has so much red in the art that it's confusing people. But they are some of my favorite basics, that special basics that they've come up with in a while. And especially they're very good. I don't know if they did this on purpose, but the nature of the art and the way it upper right corners the symbol makes it read really well on Arena. It's almost like they I don't know if they were designed with Arena in mind, but they read excellently on Arena, except the color discrepancies. But hey, there's 2 of each one. We can just not use that swamp. So. And there we go. Now there are default lands as well, so we get to enjoy them as default for a while. And thank you all. Sometimes when I have a good week, it puts me in a good mood shopping mentality as well. So there you go. Yeah, Magic cards are a crazy market. I'm much less sure about the $1,300 card that got released 2 weeks ago than I am about the $1,300 card that got released in 1993, though. That's my position. I'll tell you which $1,300 card I want. If I'm thinking long term, which I often do. All right, gang. You know what? I am going to... Is math here? I can do... I could do the pick up the pieces redemption, but I don't see Math Core here. I'm going to wait for Math Core. But I'm ready to do it, so it's going to happen soon. So if you want to check it out, the song I'm doing for the next listen up is a cover of Average White Band's Pick Up the Pieces as done by Candy Dulfer. There's a studio version that's a 5-ish minutes, and that's very much exactly kind of very like the Average White Band version. Highly recommend listening to the live version, which is going on about 9 minutes and really showcases the talents of Candy Dulfer. It's really showcases that she's the centerpiece of what's going on that stage. So check that out if you want to have a context for what I talk about next time math is here. So thanks, Hat. Right on. Okay, so with that, no raid redemptions. I'm going to find someone to send you to. That's the plan then. Mobius is going. Let's send you to Mobius. We haven't raided Mobius in 400 years. I checked the calendar. Pile on board. Thanks, everybody. Really appreciate everybody taking the time to play this week in the Gauntlet. Good games to all the competitors. Thanks to Hat and Mama for the coordination and all the other great mods who help support this community and make it a welcoming, fun place for Magic players of all kinds. Thanks, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you on Monday, all right? Let me do it from here.